Hey everybody, it is Wintermute here with the Commonwealth turn 6.5, January of 1939. So before we get started on anything else, we've got some bookkeeping to take care of. So right off, Britain is at war now, or the Commonwealth is at war now. So we have Canada at 6 IPP, Anzac at 7, FEC at 14, and Britain is at the United Kingdom is at 19. Also, at the start of the turn, Britain is at war with Germany, so I can align Poland. So I've already set out the roundels and swapped out the guys, and it does explicitly state that I get to move them and operate as if they're my own this turn. Now that does put the United Kingdom up 3, so now I'm at 22. Okay, and now we're going to roll for tech. So first thing I'm going to roll for is improved construction. That's a 9. I get that. Improved construction. It's up. And then we're going to roll for advanced ASW. That's a 12. I get that. All right. This may be the best tech game I've ever seen for Britain. So that is done. So now, as far as builds go, the UK is going to build a flak gun, a destroyer, and it is going to complete the light carrier that it had from the start of the game. FEC is going to start a minor shipyard in Maharashtra, bordering on Sea Zone 84. And they're also going to build a flak gun. Anzac is going to build 2 militia, and they're going to be the ones to lend-lease supply token to the KMT. And Canada is going to build the, let me make sure I'm saying this right, the British Commonwealth Air Training Plan. Or the, sometimes I'll just call it the Aerodrome of Democracy. And they're going to be building that this turn. All right, I'm going to take a second, clean up some of this, and get ready for combat moves. All right, everybody, combat moves. So in Sea Zone 79 to 48, we're going to move this tactical bomber into 48 to go after the subs. From Sea Zone 32 to 48, we're going to move this fighter on map into 48 as well to go after those subs. From 21, we're going to move this destroyer into that same sea zone. And then from 24, we're also going down there to pair up with those aircraft to go after the subs. And then let's see, 115, I'm going to scoot this over this way. Okay, from Sea Zone 115, this guy, destroyer, is going to come up here to 108 and go on escort duty. Try to move that back a little bit. From 79 to 109, a destroyer is going to go down here and go on escort duty. From 114 to 110, both these heavy cruisers are going to go up to 110 and go on escort duty. And then this destroyer in 110 is going to move down to 114, staying on convoy or escort duty. Then 116 to 119, we are going to move a destroyer, and he is going to stay on escort duty up in that zone. And then from 83, this destroyer that's already there is going to go on escort duty. And then over here near the FEC, let me adjust that, there we go. We've got from 122 to 82 a destroyer, and he is also going to go on escort duty. That's all for the naval aspect of things. Now we're going to have some stuff going on up here in Poland. So, from West Poland into East Prussia, we're going to have a cavalry and an infantry go into East Prussia. Let's see, from Warsaw, we're going to have a cavalry go into East Prussia. So all told, we've got 2 cavalry and an infantry going into East Prussia. And then from Donetsk to Bohemia, we're going to move 1 infantry and take that territory. All right. So this one's just a walk-in, so we'll just resolve that one now and swap out the roundel. And while I'm thinking about it, I will adjust the UK up 1 and Germany down 1. Whoops. There we go. Okay. And now what we will do is I'm going to put a quick break here, get the combat set up, then we'll roll those in one take, and then we'll move on to non-com. All right, so we only have 2 combats to actually roll for. So here we've got the naval one. I have 2 4s, a 6, and a 7, and he potentially has 2 3s, depending on how my dice roll. I have 3 hits. Each pip, the dice themselves just have pips, so every pip you see is a hit. So that's 2 subs that will go down, and then he has 2 return attacks, and both miss. And then as far as Prussia goes, there's going to be 2 first strike 5s to roll, and there's 1 hit, so I'll lose a cavalry. So in Prussia, I will end up with an infantry and a cavalry sitting there. And that's it for the actual dice rolling part of combat. All right, everybody. So non-combat movement. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to have this infantry in southern India move into Calcutta. We're going to have this colonial infantry in Maharashtra rail into Calcutta. Then we are going to have this transport use all of its strategic movement, go here, pick up 2 infantry, and then 3, 4, 5. It'll end in C Zone 82, and it's going to go ahead and drop off these 2 infantry in eastern Egypt. Then here off the coast of Africa, okay, this light cruiser is going to move down here, join up with this fleet. And then all 4 of these ships are going to go ahead and move into C Zone 19, then up to 83. Now, I am guessing that General Hand Grenade is not going to interfere with that. If he decides to, great, not a problem. We can always roll some dice afterwards. And then when they get here, they're going to drop these 2 Marines in Aden. And then 32 to 24. Oh, where am I here? Okay, now we're going to go up here to the Atlantic. Okay, from 32 to 24, this battleship is going to go up there. From 21 to 32, this light cruiser is going to go off escort duty and move to 32. From 79 to 24, this transport and a heavy cruiser are going to hop up here. From 79 to 33, we're going to have this coastal sub come up here, move 2 spaces. From 108 to 79, this light cruiser is going to go off escort duty and join this fleet up here. And okay, so we're also going to land the fighter and the attack bomber on their respective transports. So just to clarify, the fighter is going back to 32 on the light carrier, And the TAC bomber is going to 79 on the light carrier. All right, let's move over just a smidge. So in London, we're going to move 1 infantry from London into the British Midlands. Come on, stand up. In Eastern Egypt, we're going to fly this bomber all the way down to South Africa, the medium bomber. All right, and then I've got some stuff to do up in Poland. Okay, so this torpedo boat destroyer, oh shoot, I'm making a mess. You can't see it, and I'm glad of that, but trust me, I am. This torpedo boat destroyer is going to move up to Sea Zone 14. And then within Poland itself, from East Poland, we're going to pull this infantry into Warsaw. From Donalowski, that infantry is going to go into Warsaw. And then from West Poland, both those infantry are going to go into Warsaw as well. Whoops, I will clean that up in a bit. Off camera, so we're not wasting your time. All right. So that is it for my non-com movements. Now we're going to go ahead and place our builds. So, let me grab my sheet. Okay, so up in Ottawa, we're going to build the Aerodrome of Democracy. We're just going to call it that, the Aerodrome of Democracy. We're going to drop this supply token in Kwangtung through Hong Kong. And we're going to put a militia here in Western Australia and a militia here in Southern Australia. We're going to build an AA artillery in Calcutta. And I've already got the token out for the minor shipyard. And then we're going to come over here for the United Kingdom. So the light carrier is going to go in Sea Zone 24. The destroyer is going to go in, Sea Zone 10. And an AA gun is going to get built in Warsaw at the minor factory there. Now, as far as collecting income goes, so, I forgot to mention, I did adjust Britain up 1 and Germany down 1 for East Prussia. So Germany is now at 23, Britain is now at 24. So what I'm collecting is the United Kingdom is going to get 5 for its wartime bonuses because it has the Suez Canal and Iran is neutral, but there are enemy subs on its convoy lines. So they're going to get 5 for that. So they're going to collect a total of 29. FEC, Aden, and Eastern Egypt are both Allied possessed. They'll get that bonus. So they're at 14. They're going to collect 16. Anzac is going to collect their base of 7. There are no enemy warships within 2 sea zones of Australia, so they're going to collect 2 for that. They had $1 left over, so they're going to have 10. And then Canada has a base of 6. There's no enemy warships on the East and West Atlantic convoy lines, and they do have units down here in Southeast Asia. So they're going to collect 3 for that. So they're going to have a total of $9 to spend next turn. And that's it. That's everything for the Commonwealth this time around. And the war has begun. I'll see you with France.